Evelyn, and I'm building my own tiny house. I thought that once I had my test field done, I could measure a height for all the little beams and just be done with it. But as it turns out, nothing is quite straight. So the only solution that I see for that is just make them all a little too long and then cut them later on the right size. And while spring is slowly winning it from winter, with that also comes rain. So I was working inside again, trying to figure out a system to make all the work that I still have to do very visible. So now that I thoroughly tested the system and every color has its final task, I can put in all the papers of the tasks that I finished these last few weeks. And then set to work on one of the most corroded panels of the whole container. Okay, so this is very hard work. You know what, I've been working on this panel for quite a while now and it is exhausting. My muscles are just screaming that they want to stop right now. And it's still not done. So, how to keep motivated when things are just really not motivating? So, first of all, visible progress is really important. I mean, I've set up this colorful system because the visual difference between before and after a lot of work really isn't dramatic enough. The second thing I do is acknowledge that it is a tough one. I knew already from the start that there will be panels that are just tougher than others. This may well be the toughest panel of the whole container. I'm reminding myself over and over that it is a tough one and they will not all be as tough as this one. So I keep telling myself once I've done this one, everything else will be more easy. If I got this one done, I'm practically done with the most tough piece in the whole process. And the third thing is that I do not procrastinate on this panel. I would make it myself very hard if I would leave myself with only difficult phases ahead. Instead, I switch between something that is really difficult and something that is really easy. So I can do this. I can come here and start with something really easy, maybe finish a phase. Then I can go to something that is really incredibly difficult. Do some of the difficult part. Then, if I still have energy and I still can lift my arms even, I can go back to something easy or something fun. So I'm just switching over difficult and easy to get my attention back to, oh, this is not so difficult. Okay, I'm going to get something really difficult done, or at least worked on it. And then when I start to feel that I get demotivated again, I switch back to something that is easy and show myself, see, not everything is as difficult. The fourth thing I do to keep my motivation up is sometimes not completing something, or working just all over the place, doing little bits here and there. I made these phases to be easy and understandable, and I can only, of course, get one of the papers down when I actually am finished with that phase. So this panel is not done yet, but by not completing it, I get something out of it. I think I have done this one for about 80% now. But I do not know that tomorrow. Tomorrow I have forgotten how far I actually got with this one. So tomorrow I will get here and I am like, oh boy, here we go with this very hard panel again. Very difficult. It was such a pain. So I get here with a low motivation. But when I get here and see that it is almost done, I'm like, oh, it is almost done. I can finish that. And it will be a motivational thing instead of a demotivational thing for tomorrow. So the chances are big that tomorrow I will finish this one and be motivated to do even more difficult stuff right after that. So I switch back and forth between difficult things and easy things. And sometimes something very difficult can be a small, easy to start thing the very next day by not completing it. The other thing I did to keep my motivation up this week was to go for some really nice walks in nature. When the sun finally came out after this long and dark winter, I really felt that I just needed to go out there and enjoy that first sunlight. This video is a bit shorter than usual, but that is because I am already working on the next one, because from now on I am going to upload my videos on Sundays, and I didn't want to leave you for 1.5 weeks without videos. So this Sunday my next video is up, and then I'm totally back on fire and will try to decide on the most important decision. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I see you then. Please do like, subscribe and comment on this video, because every little bit helps.
Hello! Hi! We are Evie and Lynn, and we are joyfully jumping through every obstacle that this project is throwing at us. Well... What? Well, what? Well, sometimes, yes. Sometimes you get very angry, or very sad. Yeah, well, then I probably got every reason to be so. Evie, yes? Being reasonable and being emotional do not go hand in hand. Oh, well, on the other hand, you can be the reasonable part. And then I can do the emotional part. And you can do the watching part. Ooh, and the subscribing part. And the commenting part. Yeah. All 3 for the price of 1. Yeah. See you next time. Bye. Bye. It's not that bad to be emotional. Shh. And I get the happy emotions too.